that technology right there, that's sort of inspired off of the sort of, the millimeter wave.
See if who they're choosing. They're going to choose like about two or four people, and then just from the way you described it, it seemed like something I'd be interested in. Outside from Marcayo's website, and he's in a disguise, kind of like messing with the environment, and he has like a bandage still on the back of his head, so like you can't see his barcode. So that's one thing you could do in the movie system, so you don't lose continuity and people start turning around. Well, he has a barcode on the back of his head, but now when you turn around, there, he's got a bandage on the back of his head. He must have fell or something. Drunk party.
Maybe. I would think it'd be interesting if how sometimes in these Hitman games you can get spotted and die if you shoot out too many people or something. I would like to think that maybe he has a barcode. Maybe he just comes in bulk, like you can just buy him from like Costco or something like that, where it's like I have like a 24 pack of Hitman, and then like once one dies, like all right, Hitman Agent 48, go, it's your turn now. I assume they're doing back alley deals, or he's just leading him back here to kill him.
We'll see.
I understand earlier when he was like, okay, I'm going to kill you. And he killed the guy with the knife and then put him in the dumpster and then blew up the car, so that it looked like his body was, incinerated. But that doesn't change the fact that the knife is still in his head.
So what do you do with that knife? I'm telling you, that's what I love about the series. You can kill any guy, kill anything in many different ways. There's always good replay value. It's kind of going about it a different way.
That's half the fun I had with Conviction. Splinter Cell, where it's like going through. Oh wait, no! Oh my God, my heart. I see Tina Wood.
Have an accident.
Interviewing Trey Parker and Matt Stone on a Spike TV show and Spike TV channel. Oh, Tina Wood. I had the biggest crush on her when I was younger.
Something that anyone.
And I still do. I love Tina.
Blog Talk Radio.
Just bullshit.
Hey folks, I can't believe this. I'm doing a fun show. Yeah, I know it's been months since I did the last one, and during that time I was having a life, going out on Fridays, enjoying myself, drinking, having fun. But I decided I needed a vacation from having a real life. So I'm here tonight to put on a fun show. And if you are old-time listener or caller, or you're a new listener or caller, I'll explain to you how it works. Basically, between now and the next 90 minutes, and I will end this show early if I can't get any callers, you can call in and talk whatever the hell you want to talk about. Doesn't matter to me. There's no language barrier, as long as we're not offending people, and try to be funny. Because this is not who I really am, okay? So whatever I say, it's just bullshit, okay? So take it serious, I'm not creepy, I'm not, or whatever. But anyway, so let me go out the phone number. You can call in the area code 347-677-0857. You can use Skype and click the little Skype button on the show page. And for those who know me personally, you can contact me at SilverSurfer_forever. Now, if you put in a friend request, you got to let me know that you're friending me for the purpose of the show, or may not put the request in because I don't know who the hell you are. So, and I do have one phone call, so I'm gonna go to him now. This is 424. You're on.
Everything he just disregarded as himself not being, I in fact am.
Oh shit! This fuck that wouldn't start to show off. Well,
Yeah.
you sucking me in. So, what up?
The sky.
Sorry. For all you listening for the first time, this is Mr. J. He's seen Dark Knight too many times, and he's like stuck. Best way to put it, he's in like a recall fantasy world where he thinks he's fighting the Cape Crusader every night. So,
Oddly enough, he looks a lot like my mailman.
oh man. Anyway, so what's new with you, man? What's new with you?
Well, Surfer, what's new with me? Well,
sorry,
I'll be...
sorry, I mean interrupt you, but it sucks not having a tasty beverage to do this show with. I'm just drinking warm water. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, well, that was rude. As I was saying, I will be moving to sunny Orlando, Florida, and finally leaving Los Angeles indefinitely.
Well, why? Has the law finally caught up to you in L.A.?
No, certain things have happened this year which have affected me both emotionally and psychologically, and it's just not healthy for me to be here anymore. So I'm going for a new change of scenery, and hell, the theme parks in Orlando are a lot better than the ones here in Southern California, so...
Do you know anybody down there, or are you just moving down there by yourself?
Well, let's see, I have my aging grandmother who I've been trying to murder since the age of 6. Other than that, no one really. There are a few people peppered within the state itself, but I kind of know a lot of people all over the country.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
No,
I'm glad you don't know where I live.
I believe you live in Philadelphia?
I'm talking about as far as the address. And
Oh, well, right, as far as you know. I don't know.
you don't know. Even if you looked it up online, it's not where I live, so.
Well, Google Maps is a hell of a way to find people.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that hard to find you. You just got to find the floating surfboard out in the, driveway.
I put that away very well. Seen any movies lately?
Actually, I saw a movie just this morning.
What was that?
Madagascar 3.
No, I still haven't seen that one yet.
I was a bit skeptical until I heard different things about the movie itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard good things. And I went to see it, and I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Now, I'm not saying it's a great film, but it's pretty damn good.
Well, the day they had the screening for it, I had the Comic-Con to go to, so, and I could have still went to the screening, but then it would have taken me too long to travel back to the city, which I would have lost half the day. So I had to skip it. I did see Brave, though, which was a vast improvement over their last outing, which was Cars 2. Vast improvement. Are you still there? Hello? I hear just nothing. Oh, shit. Where are you, callers? I need some more callers. Where are my friends? I know there's a party going on in Austin right now, but I need callers. guess this was a bad idea. Mr. J, are you okay? You have to call 911 on you? Uh-oh. Well, it's from what last. Anyway. Oh, well, I'll tell you some movies I did see this week. One was Rock of Ages. And man, was that painful for me to watch. Watching song after song with a storyline that made no sense, poorly acted, and poorly written. And I'm not a fan of that devil music called rock and roll, especially 80s rock. I mean,
Can you hear me?
geez. Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know the hell. I stole this phone a while ago, and man, it's been having some problems.
That's what happens when you steal. Bad things happen.
Yeah, well, I paid for this month. I mean, I don't really think it's because I stole it. I think it's because it's a Metro PCS, so.
Oh man, that's like the low end. The only thing lower than Metro PCS is TrackPhone.
Yeah. I've always wondered what the PCS stands for. Is it practically crappy service?
Pretty much. Yeah, I forgot there was a party in Austin this week. And most people that would call in and have fun with me, they're having fun in person. And everybody else has disappeared from Skype. I've heard add people in. And everybody else has disappeared from Skype. I've heard add people. So anyway, I saw Rock of Ages, and that was terrible. Oh, damn. There you go. What a show. So anyway, getting back to it.
So, yeah, I saw Madagascar and I bought a few books there.
Uh-huh.
I got a lot of books there.
Uh-huh.
You know, because of Dark Knight Rises, I got putting out a lot of Batman books in hardcover and, you know, deluxe and special editions. So I decided to get Batman Year One in the deluxe edition. And coincidentally enough, I found a large supply of Kick-Ass number 2, or Kick-Ass 2 in hardcover. So I got that one as well. And while I was there as well, I picked up a copy of The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which will look nice on my bookshelf.
You've read that before, though, right?
It's shiny.
You read the book before, though, right? This is the first time you read the book?
It's the first time I've had all 5 stories. I've read the first 3, and the other 2 I haven't had a chance to read, so it's going to be nice to read them all in succession.
Well, since you brought up comic books, what do you think about Alan Scott being gay?
I don't particularly mind him being gay. I would have preferred had they kept his history and, you know, about him being an elderly, you know, superhero. Not elderly, but, you know, an older superhero. And having the family and whatnot. I don't mind him being gay. I mean, plenty of, you know, people have come out of the closet.
Well, my problem isn't these gays is that they picked a character that's not really a frontline character, but has a frontline name. So it tricks people that doesn't know any better. They just hear,
See, I would have thought it was funnier if what was it, Red Hood was gay.
Yeah, maybe, but he's not a frontline character either.
No, not really, but he has a connection to one, a very deep-rooted connection to one.
Who, Batman?
Yes, Batman.
So you think Batman was molested and
who do you think I was
all those nights? You think?
I never seen Batman molested. You know, these little boys that keep on, you know, collecting like a goddamn postage stamps. But I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to point and laugh at.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised there's never a storyline about Batman being hunted by the police for child abuse. You know, clearly you got a kid running around, beating up on grown men, swinging on rooftops. Batman comes home with broken.
I believe that was a topic that was brought up in Gotham Central, wasn't it? Like, there was a story where they thought Robin had died, and multiple Robins were appearing, you know, like young teenagers were appearing dressed in a Robin costume, dead. The first time they found out that it was the real Robin, and they were very aware that he was at least 16, and, you know, Batman himself could be brought up on child endangerment charges. So...
I didn't read that, but...
Oh, yeah, Gotham Central is a very good run. So good. Especially the one with me in it, because it has to do with Christmas. And you know me, I just love Christmas.
Okay. Any cartoons you've been watching, keeping up with? Have you seen Superman vs. the Elite yet?
I haven't had a chance to get it. I've been watching my usual Young Justice, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Transformers Prime.
Man, it hasn't come on here in the United States, but I watched the 5 episodes of Avengers. It's about to come on. And 4 of them was dealing with the Secret Invasion. Best cartoon on television.
Now, remember about 2 years ago when we were first discussing Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I said that with the whole thing with the first thing with Viper, you know, in season 1, we found out that she was a Skrull, and I mentioned that they were probably going to do a Secret Invasion at the very least season.
I thought they was going to do a Kree-Skrull war, because, you know, the Kree is popping up.
Oh, well, no, what I think they're going to do is that now that the Skrulls, because you've seen the episodes, right?
Yes.
Okay. People, if you haven't seen them, plug your ears for just a minute. The Skrulls are taken care of, effectively.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which leaves room for the Kree to come in with a full frontal attack.
No, not really, because the Kree tried to attack, and they were stopped. So, didn't you see that episode? Talking to myself here. What the fuck? What the fuck?
And then there's also the thing with...
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, and then there's the thing with General Ross.
No, before that. I didn't hear nothing before that.
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was listening to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Kree tried to attack, because they're like, oh, Earth is ours, we're going to protect it. And then the Skrull Cap started an incident, which Kang from last year kept saying, Captain America, he's going to lead y'all to destruction. And it almost happened, but But there was a lot of...
I think because Kang went back in time and told them already what was going to happen, I think it probably would have been the Skrull Captain America, and I think that might have already...
Of course it would have been the Skrull Captain America, because the real Captain America wouldn't have done that. Now, do you like the way they portray Captain America?
I really do, because I genuinely do like his character. Unlike, the way he's portrayed in Ultimates, which, to be perfectly honest, I don't like Captain America in the Ultimate Comics. He's an asshole. Just completely a jock, just jerk.
Well, this ain't Ultimate Captain America.
In Earth's Mightiest Heroes, he's just... He's a hero. He's just 100%, just a 100% good old, old-fashioned hero.
Well, now, the way I see him, he's still in soldier mode, right? He doesn't really know how to relate to people personally. So even, he has not become Steve Rogers to anybody yet. He's been Captain America the whole time. So, I just think he's missing a little personality. But, what's going to happen now? Is he taking leadership of the team for real? Or
that might never be resolved, because this is going to be the last season, thanks to Jeff Loeb's fantastic contribute to the Marvel TV stuff. So, but I will say that, because I'm assuming you also saw the Spider-Man episode, right?
Yeah.
Now, originally, Josh Keaton did the voice work for Spider-Man, and if those of you who are listening know, Josh Keaton did the voice of Peter Parker Spider-Man in Spectacular Spider-Man, which was a spectacular show. Well, they got Drake Bell, who is the current voice of Peter / Spidey in Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, for those of you who don't know, Ultimate Spider-Man can suck my Spectacular Spider-Dick, because it is just utter infantile dribble. I literally tried. I wanted to like the show. I gave it a good 5 tries with 5 episodes. I can't stand it. The only thing good I can say about it is that the animation, for the most part, it's pretty damn good, especially with all the actors.
My whole thing is, I don't need like a cartoonish explanation when something happens. That's the only thing that irks me. Everything else about the show is fine.
What they're doing is that they're taking that Spider-Man inner monologue and just having it just phoned in so much into the show. It's just constantly breaking the fourth wall. It's just... It's really unappealing to the eyes and ears when it happens. But I will say that Drake Bell, I did not mind him as much as I don't like him as Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man. I thought he did fine in Avengers.
Look, I don't mind that, they made all these other hero teenagers and put them in high school. It's just, when Spider-Man puts on a jetpack, and you got to see the little cartoon version of him thinking about flying around the jetpack. That's just annoying. And hopefully they'll get rid of that as next season comes along. But the show is doing well in the demographic they're aiming for, which is
inbred children and mongoloids.
Yeah, like 5 to 11-year-olds.
I think there's an Indian outside my window.
So, the show's not going nowhere. Now, as far as the Avengers, yeah, it's upsetting they're going to take it away, but
It's upsetting, but I'm over it at this point because I know there's no way I'm going to get the show back. So I'm just going to enjoy what is done in Indian because my favorite Arrow.
The thing is, the reason why they got rid of Spectacular Spider-Man was because Marvel wasn't making that cartoon, okay? So they wanted to make it themselves. The same thing with Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. They're not making it. So now they want to make their own. So now they're going to do Avengers Assemble. So you're going to get the movie team. Okay, that's fine. You tie it into the movie. You know, maybe they'll do it right so it looks like what you see in the cartoon, like connects one movie to the next. Maybe. I know in the comic book, which is based off the characters in the movies, Thanos showed up, and the Guardians of the Galaxy just showed up to help fight Thanos.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was actually a damn fun episode. And Rocket
no, I'm not talking about the cartoon. I'm talking about the book.
Oh, the book.
Assemble book.
What? For what?
What, the comic book?
Yeah.
Well, you know, they've got a comic book based on the characters of the Avengers movie. But it's supposed to be in the real universe. It's called Avengers Assemble. Thanos showed up in an issue. He's shown up in a few issues. Now the Guardians of the Galaxy has shown up. Of course, it's talk about...
Wait, this is supposed to be like the same... It's supposed to tie in with the cinematic universe?
No, it doesn't tie into the cinematic universe. It's the regular universe with the movie universe characters. Like, you got Black Widow, you got the Hulk, you got Thor, Iron Man, Captain America.
So wait. It's the movie selection of the Avengers.
Right.
As the team.
Right. In the real Marvel universe.
Okay. Yeah, because you're kind of losing me a bit. I was getting a little lost.
The book's been out for like 5 issues now.
I honestly, I haven't been. Again, you know me. I don't pick up books by issues. I pick them up when they're all in collected trade paperback or hardcover. Because for me, it's a lot cheaper to get books that way. Otherwise, I'm going to be, spending about $50 on various issues. So.
We got another caller.
Oh my God.
302, you're on.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
This is Chaos.
Chaos, buddy. Oh my God, I've been waiting for you to call in.
I was about to call last week, but I had a lot of things to do. I had to go to my grandmother's house in Philadelphia. I had to go down to Delaware.
Wait. You was in Philly and you didn't get in contact with me?
I have a lot of things to do this year because I'm in college. I have to go to summer school, and I have to help with my family.
You came to my city and didn't look me up.
No.
You know you got to pay a toll when you come into the city.
Yeah, but when I go to Philly, you just tell me to don't contact you at all. So wait, what's going on here?
Mind your damn business. I'm talking to Chaos. What part of the city was you in? What part of the city were you in?
I was in downtown. I was downtown.
Center City?
Yeah, a little bit out. A little bit out of the city.
Okay, that doesn't help. Were you north?
Okay.
South?
Okay.
East, west? With no east. Were you west?
Okay. Let's get a bit more specific. Were you on the ground?
No, let's stop. Which direction were you in outside of Center City?
I actually go to the bridge, but right now I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm in Virginia right now. So.
No, I'm asking you. You in Philadelphia. What part of the city were you in?
I'm in the. Do you know the George Washington Bridge?
Yeah.
George Washington. No, Thomas Jefferson Bridge.
Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Let me go back to the I-95. This should be the.
Ben Franklin Bridge.
Ben Franklin Bridge, yep. You take a left, and then you go into the new constructed houses that you go further in. It would be kind of complicated to explain. I'm sorry. I'll tell you later on, but right now I'm just trying to enjoy myself because I'm in Virginia.
Oh, okay. Eat some Virginia ham?
No, I'm actually just finished watching a movie with my dad.
Oh, what movie was that?
It was Prometheus.
Oh, okay, you went to the theater. What you think of it?
I think besides one major flaw in the film, I felt like this is a big, I need to wait till the director's cut to make my full opinion. Because it's like 20 minutes out of it. And with stuff like Kingdom of Heaven, Blade Runner, and Robin Hood, with Ridley Scott, I'm not really sure to have a full opinion on.
Wait. What problems you got with Blade Runner?
No. I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm just saying usually the director's cut for his movies are usually umpteen times better than the actual theatrical cut.
I don't know about director's cut for Robin Hood being better.
I hear that it's better. I hear that it was a vast improvement. I didn't like the movie in the theatrical cut, but people did.
Yes, but was it a good film?
Overall, pretty much, yes. Well, it was pretty engaging.
Okay, I might have to unburn my copy then.
Oh, okay, before I get into Robin Hood, what's your problem with Prometheus?
My problem was two. One, I thought they kind of went too quickly into the mission, like they had to just go to space right now. And
it was 2 years.
Let the man finish. Go ahead.
And just the fact that the third act, Shaw didn't say I had a face hugger coming out of my stomach. Besides that, I thought it was, and besides that, it was just some cliche characters. But besides that, I thought it was pretty enjoyable.
Okay, so you liked it for the science fiction aspect, and because a lot of people were disappointed. They thought they was going to get more horror, more killing, you know.
Well, I assumed it was going to be a sci-fi thriller, so that's what I kind of got.
Yeah, that's what I got. I didn't come in with any expectations like I do with every single movie I've watched, and honestly, I don't really see much of the disappointment besides
I'll be honest. I mean, I saw Alien when I was a kid because the damn thing came out when I was only a few months old. So I saw it when I was a kid.
Okay.
I didn't really enjoy it. I wasn't scared of the movie. I just kind of felt it was bored. So growing up, I just had this, just this dull effect. It just had this dull effect on me. Every time I would watch it, I didn't really feel anything for it.
I was scared. I didn't see it.
It wasn't until I had gone like a good 5 to 6 years without watching a movie, and then watching it again, I saw it in a new light. I thought it was great. Saw Aliens, thought that was pretty good. The other two, not so much. The AVP movies came and they just ruined it for me. And Prometheus has reignited this love I have for Alien.
Well, Michael Fassbender, that's amazing. He has done some amazing work in movies lately.
I was a bit upset that he just couldn't put his head back. I mean, can he like control metal or something?
No. But I can't remember the last time I seen him put on bad performance.
I actually did like the aspect of David and the fact that he wasn't a robotic character that followed the 3 laws. And it was kind of shown in the very beginning of the movie that he was not a robot that had rules. He was a guy who wanted to get things done no matter what. It was kind of presented in the very beginning when we saw go ahead.
Well, I think with Wayland's just introduction to David with the hologram, with saying that he is his greatest creation, but
he will have he lacks the one thing that every human being has, which is a soul. I think that was a miscalculation because I actually felt like David had a soul. That he but I was going to say David didn't feel like he had one. It felt like he wanted one, and that's where where I say breaking the three-level robot is, because he doesn't want to be a robot. He wants to be a person. He wants to feel stuff. He wants to have emotions rather than having support.
I'll argue with the fact that, because regardless, he was still, like, when he was doing all the things in the film, like, you know, with the thing he put in the guy's drink and whatnot, he was doing that under orders. But he still had ulterior motives. I think that was proof that he had a soul, but he just wasn't aware of it, and he was still in search for one, whether or not he had one.
I can agree with that. That's a pretty interesting thing. It still goes back to he is a free thing. He might not be human, but he has human qualities.
Because we don't know what the hell he said to that engineer.
Well, look, my defense, he's kind of like the Blade Runner's replicant.
Well, you know, in the Alien movies, the people don't like these artificial life forms. I wouldn't. In the first two movies, when they find out, they're not too happy about it, especially in the second one. So they, you know, robots aren't as friendly as in that particular universe.
Well, I wouldn't say David was not friendly. He just had motives that didn't go with the crew. I wouldn't say he was evil.
I'll say that he was polite.
Yeah,
he didn't like anybody, though.
But sometimes,
except for perhaps Dr. Shaw, which he was kind of creeping on her.
He may not have evil intentions, but he still was doing wrong.
So. Well, it's your perception of wrong. I mean, you know, that whole discussion with, you know, about why the engineers created humans was, he raised the question, why did the humans create him? You know, it could be saying that answer was wrong by saying that because they could.
So what do you think the theory was?
He's nothing more than a thing, which perhaps he was trying to prove that he was more than a thing. He was his own being.
So what do you think the reason these creatures wanted to wipe out humans or do whatever they was trying to do?
Well, maybe it's because we found out how to make free-fried beings and what that does to us and what we expel afterwards, so they knew we had to go.
Maybe they used to rule Earth, and then people, like, rebelled and kicked them off, and they said, okay, we'll fix you motherfuckers. Go to this planet to make weapons of mass destruction, and the shit's fucked up on them. And that's why we still have humans today.
I just wonder what exactly was attacking them.
I think it was themselves. I think there were like two different types of engineers. The ones that are more destructive and more for chaos, and then the other one is for like order and balance. And the ones that were for balance.
Well, I would agree with the captain's explanation. You know, his idea, which was they were military. Yeah. So perhaps whatever they were attacked by, because we didn't see it with the holographic records. We know that they were running from something, but we don't.
Yeah, probably one of their own people that was infected.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But then why didn't it pick it up in the hologram?
Maybe the hologram ended when the guy.
All because of the biosignature of pure engineer.
Yeah, okay, when the guy got caught at the door, maybe that ended the the holographic feed.
Maybe. Again, it really did. It answered some questions, but it left so many others unanswered.
Well, but I mean, one, they have once again, from the very beginning, I said they would have a director's cut that's like 20 minutes long and 30 minutes of deleted scenes. So maybe a lot of those questions will be solved. And two, since the very beginning of the production, and I think even before that, when in the early days, that they said this was going to be more than one film. So I was kind of expecting that there was going to be a lot of questions answered and a few left open for a sequel.
I think it's kind of interesting the way the process of that Preto xenomorph happened.
Yeah, I kind of, like I said, she basically made the first face hugger. So I was expecting an alien.
Well, no, I would say it was the face hugger prime. Because what it was, the xenomorph, it didn't hatch like the usual hatchling chestburster. It was pretty much fully formed. It was pretty much the full size of a human. Yeah, remember the engineers are huge compared to us. So that thing, it looks small to the engineer, but it's about the same size as a human.
When the creature came out at the end?
Yeah.
Well, that's supposed to be the first alien type, but it's not the aliens we know because
it's not the first xenomorph. It's a proto-xenomorph. It's going to evolve later on. Maybe that would be. I don't know. I think that might even be perhaps the first queen. That could be the first queen, if anything.
That probably is a queen.
Yep. That would make sense. It would probably be the first proto-xenomorph queen. It would make a lot of sense.
Because an alien, those martini shakers are replaced with eggs. So
that would make sense. If it was,
it could be that it also got into that gunk and it mutated it also. I mean, again, we don't know. We've only seen this movie so far, and there's still more movies to be told, more stories to unfold.
Personally, I just think it answered enough questions. It felt vague enough to be open for interpretation of being philosophical and interesting, while answering a lot of questions I would ask when I watched Alien the first time, which also asked a lot of questions that were left unanswered until James Cameron came in and answered most of those questions.
Now, my math may be off because I went to public school, but the movie takes place just roughly around 100 years before Alien, right?
Just about, I think.
Like, give or take a decade or two.
Okay.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
So that means that's a long time to be on a planet by yourself laying eggs.
Yeah, but we don't know that. Okay, my memory of the first Alien is fuzzy, but how do we know that particular alien will be around when the ship comes through from the first Alien movie? Could have died and somebody else could have took his place.
It's possible, but then where would the other aliens come from? Would they, in turn,
there's other races out there, right?
Impregnate the original and be born from that?
Well, Shaw did say that she was going to look out there for other, right? Like you said in the movie.
Yeah, but Shaw left that planet. She left that quadrant entirely. She went off somewhere else in the universe.
Yeah, because it makes sense that when you find who you think your creators are, they try to beat the shit out of you. If you go find more, because they won't try to beat the shit out of you. Yeah, that makes sense.
I also want to point out that last the last engineer was not in the chair.
I know a lot of people. A lot of people I talk to think Rumi Rapace is not an attractive woman.
Who's that that?
Huh?
Who's that that?
People I know.
He means the voices he hears in his head when he looks in the mirror.
No, I talk to real people. Don't confuse me with you now, okay? I have people I know that get on my damn nerves all the time. So I know.
Surfer, I get on everybody's nerves all the time. Don't think you're special.
No. I'm saying I know these people are real because I want to beat the shit out of them half the time. You know, they get on my nerves so much. Imaginary people don't get on your nerves.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. No, maybe in your mind, not mine.
Oh my God! I guess there's one guy who talks about nothing but Wisconsin cheese. He's an asshole.
So, TV real quick. Did anybody watch the season premiere of Dallas?
No, I don't. In fact, I haven't watched Dallas at all.
Oh, well, did anybody watch the original Dallas?
No.
No?
No.
Well,
I might have.
I
might have picked it up on TV when it was like on syndication.
It might be on demand when I get home, but I didn't see it.
I wasn't sure if I was going to watch Dallas, right?
Yep.
Then they had a promotional thing. They, went to the movie theater. A couple of stars came to promote it. It showed us the first two episodes they showed the other night. And it was pretty good, right? You got Bobby and JR return and Sue Ellen, and Bobby got a different wife because I guess Pam got, they got divorced. And so you got John Ross, which is the son of JR, and then Bobby Ewing, he adopted a son named Christopher. And I'm sorry, JR, he's sitting in an old folks' home, don't even talk to nobody, just stares out the window, right?
All right.
The family hasn't been dealing with oil in a long time, and John Ross finds oil on South Fork. Now, the problem has always been with South Fork. South Fork has always had plenty of oil, but their mother, Miss Ellie, in the original show, refused to have that land drilled on. Like, she made her husband, Jock Ewing, stop drilling. Like, kicked his ass. Like, no drilling on South Fork ever. So it was up to her son Bobby to make sure that happened when she passed away. But JR's son wants the oil, and so now the feuding has begun. He goes tells his father in the comatose state wakes up like, oh, son, tell me about this oil. And so now JR had nothing to live for. Now he got something to live for because he loved drilling for oil and making money. And you got women that are like, everybody got a scam going on. And even fathers and sons are trying to screw each other over. It is the American way. So give it a try.
All right, I'll watch it when I get home, see if it's on demand. I'll watch it. Sounds pretty entertaining.
It's only 10 episodes. Oh, who's watching Fallen Skies this weekend? Anybody? Huh?
Oh, I'm watching Scalding Fives.
What about the other one?
No.
Not watching Fallen Skies?
No.
Oh. I can't believe how popular the show was. Like,
I don't really watch a lot of TV, to be honest. Like, I'm still waiting for Once Upon a Time to come back on. Other than that, nothing much.
I don't really watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of cartoons, but I'm not. And the only TV shows, the live action TV that I actually do watch is Breaking Bad, and I'm looking forward to the 5th season. But cartoons I've been catching up on, I finally finished the Green Lantern series that was on Cartoon.
That ended pretty strong.
I think the way it ended was a bit rushed, but as a trial, here's what we're going to do with the Green Lantern story. I thought it was pretty darn really well made. Kind of the best Green Lantern interpretation I've seen in a while.
What other interpretations of Green Lantern have you seen?
Well, there was actually a Green Lantern animated series around in the 60s, And I'm like, hey, look that up. And it actually does.
No. See, that was those was like 5-minute shorts. They don't count.
I know. I'm kidding. Of course, there's the Green Lantern movie, which I don't think was bad.
That doesn't count.
I know, but it kind of does. I said interpretation. I wasn't talking about like TV shows.
Movie counts.
But that movie was only about 5 minutes long.
His first flight.
Yeah, there is the first flight.
And Emerald Knights.
Emerald Knights.
Oh, and oh my God, I love that the whole part with Hal Jordan in Justice League Doom. Yeah. That was such a good part of the movie. Probably one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Well, I tell you a question. I'm glad it's come back on, and this is probably the last season also because Marvel wasn't doing it. But that Iron Man Armored Adventures, that's a good show. See,
I've only watched the first season, and it looks pretty interesting. I might catch up with it.
See, I know a lot of people was turned off because they made Tony Stark a teenager.
I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean,
I look at it the way as the it almost feels like the first two Ultimate Iron Mans, with the way they just redid his complete story. Yeah, I just look at it that way.
I think I do that too. I mean, as long as it's a good interpretation, I don't care if you turn him into a teenager.
I do genuinely like the show. I've seen a few episodes now and then, and they're all right. There's nothing really to hate about them.
It was
they're not out of the world.
It was touching how Stark came back.
I feel like it's a pretty good twist on Iron Man's character.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait till he actually dies, though. Or is he already dead?
Who, Howard Stark?
Yeah.
Well, he was thought to be dead all through the first season.
No, I mean at this point.
What do you mean at this point? I don't understand.
In the show, is he dead?
No. He supposedly died in the first episode, right?
Yep, you're right.
And then, Tony was living with Rhodey's mom and Rhodey.
Yes.
Because Rhodey's mom was Howard Stark's lawyer until Tony turned 18, which means
Rhodey is Tony's half brother.
No, he's not half brother.
No. His dad is not.
Come on.
Like father, like son.
No, Tony Stark, the teenager, is not a womanizer. But
he is in the comics.
Oh yeah, of course. But okay,
my father, my son.
And then he was going to school with the Mandarin.
And Pepper and Happy.
That's kind of awkward. You would just know. It's like, hey, why are you green?
No.
That's I know he's a kid, but I'm just like, what if he actually was the Mandarin in the comics? I would that would be a pretty funny parody if they made him green and then everyone would just look at him weird.
I always thought it was funny in the animated series how he was green, but he didn't look Asian at all. He just looked like a Hulk villain.
No, all the villains had like armored type weaponry. Like Mr. Fix-It was making a lot of armored villains, and then when Stain was running the company, a lot of the technology that Howard Stark came up with got out onto the street. That's how you got like the living laser and stuff. But it turned out that when the plane that's supposed to kill Howard Stark crashed, really the Mandarin teleported Howard Stark off. He had him captive. So this season he was making Howard Stark help him find five of the Maculon rings. But the last episode, Doom got to one of the rings, so he ran back to Tony Stark for help. He's like, yeah, your father's still alive. And after they defeated Doom, he got his father back. And I cried.
So they're using other villains from other parts of Marvel Comics?
Well, let's be fair.
No, the only
Doom isn't all-range villain when it comes to Marvel.
Yeah, that's true. The only reason I say that is because I saw Black Panther in there, and I'm just...
Well, Black Panther's not a villain, but yeah, I mean, the Black Panther...
other Marvel characters.
No, he just likes characters in general, but that goes for the same thing as the Hulk, which is kind of weird.
That's true. I mean, I've seen a few episodes.
It's a teenage Tony Stark. I mean, Hulk wasn't around when Tony was a teenager. Hulk was probably around when Tony was like maybe his late 20s, early 30s.
Forget that. This is different. It's a different universe. Okay, the Hulk.
I know, but that's what I mean.
They exist together. All right. Black Panther shows up.
Is anybody else just a little bit tired of them just using nothing but the ultimate version of Nick Fury?
No, Nick Fury.
Well, Samuel L. Jackson doesn't. I don't care.
Nick Fury is.
Well, I like him in the movie because that works perfectly because it's a direct adaptation from the Ultimate Comics. I think it works fine in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Nick Fury is black, and he's back.
Okay, if you're talking about Nick Fury Jr.?
No, I'm saying Nick Fury is back and he's black.
Okay, I kind of miss the white Nick Fury
If you look at all of the cartoons, from Superhero Squad up to Avengers, it's black Nick Fury. And now there's black Nick Fury.
Wolverine and the X-Men. I'm pretty sure Spectacular Spider-Man went long enough, we probably would have saw Sam Jackson.
Yeah. Although Spider-Man has him as the...
Because there's that... Is anybody still excited to see Amazing Spider-Man?
I'm interested. Because it's a reboot of Spider-Man, and I like it because I know the director made one of my favorite movies of that year, 500 Days of Summer. I would like to see him take a different route, and seeing what he's doing here, I'm interested to see what he's going to do with the origin of Spider-Man.
I've heard a lot of
bit too Dark Knight
part about the Lizard, like the look of the Lizard, which, I mean,
I think he looks a bit too humanoid. That's the problem.
I don't mind it because if you look at him from the front, he looks weird. But look at him like at an angle, he looks lizard-like, most definitely. He's got a snout-ish look to his face. It's just in the front, he looks weird.
Yeah, that's like I said. When you look at the front, it looks like a large person with some green paint. But you look at him at the angle, it's like
he looks like Killer Croc from the front. He looks like Killer Croc.
Yes.
Because the Killer Croc has that weird jaw part of his mouth that just moves upward.
I'm thinking of something from the animated series. Like, how are you going to beat Spider-Man? I got a rock.
The big rock. And I threw it at him.
And, now, both Marvel and DC are about to add to their hour of cartooning next year.
Like taking out another one.
Hulk and the Agents of Smash.
And then
I don't know. It's the Hulk.
And beware the Batman.
Now,
I don't know why.
Marvel's dropping the ball with that Marvel mashup bullshit. I don't find none of that funny. I'm sorry.
I don't watch that. I don't watch the Marvel mashup stuff. It reminds me of, I think they did the same thing with the Disney old shorts. I'm just like, eh. And when I'm hearing from Marvel MASH, it's just like, I'm going to get the same feeling. Eh.
I think it works better with DC because, if anything else, the new Teen Titans stuff is still kind of neat.
I think DC does it a bit better than Marvel, but that's saying by a little. Because I don't like that at all.
They were looking at like weapons from the comics and see if they worked in real life. And like they use like Green Arrow's punching glove arrow.
Well, I think Marvel does the same thing, but with way like Captain America uses what is it called?
The only thing from the Marvel matchups that I like is when they give you just a really quick tutorial on how to drop a character.
I like that, but I think DC does a bit more, which is also kind of the problem, because it's just like it's Mad, which I don't like. I don't like anything from Mad except probably the Spy versus Spy stuff, and it's Teen Titans.
Let's be honest, that needs to be made into a cartoon show.
What?
Spy versus Spy.
No, of course it is. It's going to be.
No. Spy versus Spy works as a little quick.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, it's just one joke. It's clever. If it's going to be like 15 minutes, it's not going to be as effective.
Yeah, but 15 minutes, just 2 short episodes an episode. And, it's pretty much mostly going to be all in black and white.
And then get annoying orange.
And red.
I got cartoons I want to bring up. It's just we on the cartoon.
Thundercats. They can show to Adult Swim. Come on.
No, Thundercats. Who's digging that?
I'm a bit sorry I haven't been able to watch it yet.
I've been watching it so far, and I'm kind of liking it. It does take a different look at the Thundercats cartoon, because the original one was a bit too one-dimensional, if you ask me.
No, the original one was selling toys.
The best thing about the original was the opening. That was it.
Well, that was because they went to Japan, and which has a much lower animation budget in America. So the average budget here will be able to do that for the opening.
They were selling toys with the original Thundercats.
Just like Transformers.
It's the same thing they did with He-Man when He-Man came back in 2003. See, they didn't have... You say? You didn't know that?
I didn't even know that.
Oh, man, you got to find that on DVD. Those are 3... I love the updated version of He-Man. They took it serious. It wasn't just, it wasn't selling a toy. One of the things they got right was Adam looked like a kid and not look like He-Man when he's Adam, right? Because I never could understand how you could look at Adam, look at He-Man, and not tell they weren't the same person. Adam was huge. They explained everything about where Skeletor came from, who Grayskull was, why Randolph was king, why Eternia was split in half with, light side and the dark side.
Yep.
Where Evil Lynn came from, everybody. Where, what's that woman's name? Sheila? That's the name, right? No?
I have no idea.
Man-at-Arms, you got his origin, how Orko came from another dimension, everything. It was just so thoroughly well done. And then, besides fighting off Skeletor and his people, at some point King Hiss shows up with the Snake Men. They explained Hordak in a way that you wouldn't want to fuck with. There's an episode that explains Grayskull, and he was king, and he was a bigger version of He-Man, right? Looked just like He-Man, bigger version. He spent the whole time fighting off either King Hiss or Hordak. So then what happened was King Hiss and Hordak went to war with each other, and Hordak beat King Hiss. So then Hordak was going to come after Grayskull. And Grayskull fought off Hordak and his men, trapped them in a dimension, but before that happened, Hordak got in a death blow on Grayskull. And so as Grayskull was dying, he gave up half his powers to the elders, and put his other half into a sword so that one day when a hero was needed, there'd be somebody to protect Eternia. And so Adam is just a descendant of Grayskull. And his wife was the princess.
lot going on in that show.
Oh, and the princess was also the mother of Teela. Like, she got bored of protecting Greystall, and she went off, and she met Man-at-Arms, and Man-at-Arms had, like, lost his memory during the war, and they had a little fling, and then she left, and of course she was pregnant, and then when she had the baby, she dropped him off at Man-at-Arms and said, look, take care of my daughter. And Man-at-Arms didn't even realize that was his daughter. He just said, okay, I'll take care of her. So, yeah, look it up. It's on DVD. 3 seasons.
I'll give it a shot right next to stuff like on my long list of cartoons I want to watch. Like Spectacular Spider-Man. I haven't really watched a lot of that. I'll get into it probably for this time I'm on vacation.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Jeff Lowe online when he was saying cartoons are only going to have 2 seasons. I hope that's not true, because some cartoons work more than 2 seasons.
Well,
that was his excuse as to why Earth's Mightiest Heroes was going off the air.
Because it doesn't like a continuous story.
Yeah, he was saying nobody likes a continuous story either, but...
Which is kind of bull crap, because Avatar: Last Airbender had a continuous story, and look how big that became, and how much of Korra is becoming so far.
But same thing with Thundercats, but...
That's true, and yeah, you're right. I'm just saying it's 2 big examples of that.
Marvel just wants to do the cartoon themselves. That I can understand. But if they make it like Ultimate Spider-Man, they're going to lose you.
Of course they're going to lose, because Ultimate Spider-Man is I would say one of the worst, no, not one of the worst, because I've seen the original, what was it, Spider-Man His Amazing Friends. I just think that's bad on it's so bad, it's funny level. This is it's so bad, it's cringe-worthy level. Even though I do like the ideas that it presents, it just says, screw that, let's just have a fun for kiddies crappy cartoon with no character development and really bad humor on the level of something like Emperor's New School. Like, okay. So,
I'm sorry. I had to go away for a second. What were you saying?
I was just saying it had Ultimate Spider-Man had a lot of pretty interesting ideas, I'm trying to blank. With Spider-Man having a father relationship, could have had a father-son relationship between Nick Fury. How Aunt May, I kind of like how Aunt May is more active in this cartoon. And I also like it. Well, I'm just thinking a lot of ideas.
Why in the last 2 Spider-Man cartoons is Aunt May being drawn as a MILF? I mean, she's hot. Miss my nipples hard. I hate to admit that, but so they make her look a lot younger than what you expect Aunt May to look, though.
Yes, yeah, that's true. That is actually true. Once again, it just makes her brighten up as a character. To me,
Aunt May is always near death's door and everything. That's one of the reasons why I wish she would die in the comic book, because it's always her heart and she can't take it.
She almost dies in almost every comic book I've read, and then Deus Ex Machina happens.
Like I'm saying, neither the Aunt May in this one or the last one looks like she is, one of these frail old women.
Yes. Yes, indeed. For you.
They don't make the comic book Aunt May look youngish. Aunt May was always like a 70, 80-year-old woman looking, and the hair just looks like she's 50 with full gray hair.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking. And I do like that change, because of every comic I see her old, I'm just going to go, she's going to die soon enough. But with something like Ultimate Spider-Man so far, and with Spectacular Spider-Man so far, and Ultimate Spider-Man, I don't think either going to die. And if Ultimate Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, she does die, it so far looks like I can kind of see where coming from in that perspective. So, but with that one, I'm just saying, I like the way she is more active than in the comics. It kind of shows that she's able to move on and able to do things with her life.
Now, so you're both watching Avatar, right?
Well, Legend of Korra, of course.
Yeah. So, what do you think is going to happen at the end of the season?
No, I haven't.
What do you think is going to happen?
That's a good question. Well, the problem with this show that Amon is going to go, enough's enough, I've had it, so he's going to bomb Republic City.
What do you mean he's going to bomb it? You know that for sure?
He's showing the promos. He's showing the promos for the final episodes on YouTube right now.
Oh, I got to look it up. So do you think Korra's going to lose her powers?
Well, I mean, so far Amon has only been able to take away one element, which all Benders is that the Avatar has one element. We're not sure if that can extend to all of the elements. I mean, it might be like...
If he can do it, he can take away all of it.
Well, he probably could. But well, we don't know the full extent of Amon's abilities. We've just seen him be able to... Who do I think he is?
Isn't the ability to take away bending an Avatar power itself?
And that's kind of the mystery of Amon, and that's why people are so afraid of him. He's the only one so far that has been able to take away one's bending.
So who do you think he is, though?
Who do you think he is?
Ooh, I think he might be, because I haven't seen the show. I want to say he's a zombified corpse of Aang.
No, come on, man.
Well, that would be stupid.
Not if somebody's controlling them.
I think
so. It would be Avatar? I mean, seeing as the last episode, that would be kind of impossible.
I think he's one of Aang's sons.
Like illegitimate sons? Because...
No.
Well, no. Amon did say in the very beginning that the Benders killed his family.
Yeah, it could be a lie.
It could be to be like a hypocritical kind of thing, but who would Amon be?
So,
from what we know of the story itself?
Tensai said that taking away someone's ability to bend is only a power that the Avatar should be able to do.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense that one of his descendants may be able to have that ability?
Well, no, since it would be the Avatar and the Avatar only, and it's shown as the missus of Avatar. It was
not. I mean, well, there is the thing that the Avatar was never allowed to spawn, and Aang was supposed to be the first one to have children.
That's true.
Well, the air monks believe that he shouldn't marry, because they figure his as the Avatar, him having a personal life and family was
Star Wars.
Because I think I believe that the Avatar before him had a family.
Yes.
The Fire Nation one?
Yes.
Roku.
Was it explicitly said that he had a family?
I think he had a wife. I don't think he had children.
Yeah, well, if you got a wife, you got a family.
No, wait, no, he did have a family, and I think that they were related. I think it was related to Zuko. I think.
So then Zuko would be a descendant of the previous.
No.
I think might be related to.
The Avatar was best friends with Zuko's grandfather or great grandfather, one of them.
Yeah.
But
Amon,
I think I believe one of Aang's kids didn't have any ability to bend, and so he may be behind all this. This is just a theory now. I don't know.
That would make sense because out of the children that do bend, that his one son that doesn't bend, perhaps he picked up the ability to, take away bending. That is an interesting thought.
I have a weird theory, but I think it's what was the name of that that Arab that girl with she was the one who started the whole chi blocking thing in the original series. Chi Fong was her name.
Uh-huh.
I think, and this is a weird this is a weird idea, but she was the one in the series that basically started the whole chi blocking. Maybe she figured out how the Avatar was able to block someone's bending.
I can't buy that because...
And like I said, it's a ludicrous idea, and that's why that is a ludicrous theory.
Yes, it's a ludicrous idea in a world where people can, move with their mind and their chi, fire, water, earth, and air.
And don't you believe in suspension of disbelief?
Yeah. Yeah, I can believe people can bend fire with their mind, but taking away powers if they're not this deity-like being? Oh no.
Oh no, of course not. It might. I don't know.
Blasphemy.
Would Amon be? I mean, might have to be a character related to a villain of the show, or it could be a character
of the previous show.
Yeah, the previous show. Probably like.
Ooh, what if it's Zuko's crazy bitch of a sister? What if it's one of her children or her grandchildren or something?
That would be an interesting idea. That would, because we never really
other than the Fire Lord, she was just nucking thoughts.
Not to mention, much like her, Amon is very calculative and is able to take on any situation, much like her. It would be a very interesting twist to see it if that was his grandmother or his mother. But we don't know yet because Amon is just that mysterious at this point.
It would be funny if it's just the son of oh God, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name now. What was Katara's brother?
Sokka?
Sokka. What's Sokka's son?
That was. I mean, that would be a surprise. But that would be also kind of interesting too, because
I think I might have to be related to somebody pretty powerful.
Well, I always thought Sokka was powerful, just not powerful in the power department.
He's I mean, yeah, he was powerful everywhere else, just that he couldn't move a rock with his hand.
Yeah.
And where's Zuko's descendants?
Zuko's descendants?
Yeah. At what point do they come into play?
I don't know.
By the way, I really do need to watch this show because I haven't seen it at all.
Oh, so we're basically spoiling it for you.
I don't care. I have no spoilers.
Okay.
I just assume everybody's lying anyways. So.
Oh, that's a great way of looking at it.
Yep. Like, Surfer's not really black. You're not even real. That ceiling doesn't have a cockroach the size of a suitcase on it.
And there is no Brad Pitt in your room.
That's what you think. I got 3 of them.
Who's Brad Pitt?
He was the dude from Fight Club.
Okay, if near the beginning of Fight Club in the hospital scene, there's going to be a fraction of a second where he appears. That's the only scene he appears in the film. So you got to pause it really quick. He's going to appear right next to the doctor.
Yep. And then he asks, "What's in the box?"
Yeah, and then he's going to call you the all dancing, all singing crap of the world.
That basically is right there.
That's a good fraction of a second.
Can I be honest? Because I feel ashamed.
Can you be dishonest and something?
What else is there?
Okay. And y'all know I go see movies, right?
Of course.
And I was going to go. I go see advanced movies. But let me finish. And so I was going to go see the advanced screening of Magic Mike. But then I saw the Red Band. What?
What is Magic Mike?
It's a new Steven Soderbergh movie about Channing Tatum as a male stripper.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
What?
Channing Tatum's in it. Alex Pettifer's in it. And who? Don't blank now. What's the guy that takes his shirt off? Matthew McConaughey's in it. And
Well, of course, Matthew McConaughey, if he's in it, it's always a male strip club.
so yesterday, I saw the Red Band trailer, and I'm out. I can't see that movie now. Not as a self-respecting regular guy. Can I bring myself to see that movie?
Was
Wow.
Channing
Now,
Tatum doing...
what if you go with gay friends?
No, I'm not going with no gay friends of mine either.
Channing
What are
Tatum
you,
did it.
prejudiced?
Huh?
What are you, prejudiced?
No, I just don't want to see a movie with men's asses and other things and just hanging out the whole movie.
Okay.
I mean,
Tatum's in it. You know who's gonna like that movie just because Channing Tatum's in it?
who?
You know, with the chances are that if there's man ass in it, there's probably going to be titties, too.
Nope.
No.
Nope, about male strippers.
I mean, I'm not familiar with Steven
This is
Soderbergh.
strictly a woman's movie.
Yes.
And Corey's
And
movie.
What
Channing Tatum's in
do
it.
women want to see, along with naked men?
And Corey Coleman.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he started.
I don't know what I was thinking.
You really made me want to see this movie now. What's it called?
Magic
Now I
Mike.
have a story about this movie.
I'm putting this on my to-see list with extra butter on my popcorn and a hole in the bottom.
I'm sorry. That's just kind of hilarious. It's hilarious to me. Just, wow. Just a lot of homosexuality with Channing Tatum in it. Wow.
No, there's no homosexuality in the movie. It's about he's a male stripper. He's the best male stripper.
It's homosexuality if you get a boner from it.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to get the number 3 on the AMC menu, which is 2 hot dogs and a large soda.
You're getting a little strange on me now. I don't know if I want to continue this conversation now. I'm feeling very uncomfortable here. Very uncomfortable.
I don't want to ice you also.
You started it. We're going to keep this going.
Yeah, you're the one that said you were ashamed, not me.
No, it's just that, I thought it was, Steven Soderbergh would be a good movie. Then I see this Red Band trailer, and I'm not prepared for it. I can't bring myself to do it. Just too much male nudity in this whole.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Surfer doesn't like gay people.
I had nothing about being gay. I can handle seeing
apparently not, since you're not going to see
butt-naked guy for a few minutes at a time on a movie screen, but not the whole movie. No.
Somebody didn't shower in gym class when they were in school.
No, we did not shower in gym class because we didn't have. I didn't go to that kind of school.
Oh, a public school?
Now I went to a public school, but we didn't have a gym.
God damn, how broke was your school?
No, I went to a special school.
I bet you did.
I went to a school for art and drama and dancing and creative writing. I went to a performing arts high school.
For world eaters.
I went to a performing arts high school.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
The problem wasn't they didn't want to have a gym. It's just that the building we were in originally was in an office building, so there was no room for a gym.
They couldn't renovate like the bathrooms and like have a conjoining shower in one of the floors or something.
There was no room for the gym. How are you going to put showers in there?
I don't know. Like build a fucking
We was
tennis
on
court outside. I don't know. Do something.
We was on 4 floors on top of a office building. Used to ride the elevator.
You build. You're gonna build it. You gotta build a tennis court on the roof. There we go.
But now the school has a regular building that has all that stuff. But yeah, and yeah, I probably would have wore my shorts in the shower anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. You're constantly wearing silver shorts anyways. So.
Sometimes I feel like a never knew.
Sometimes I feel like Susan Sarandon, but that's for a whole different reason.
Oh, Susan Sarandon was in That's My Boy.
Yes, she was.
Yep, she was.
Yeah, I saw the movie.
I am going to avoid that movie like if it was a bum on PCP.
oh my gosh. Yes, I actually watched that today. The Adam Sandler movie.
I'm going to go see Brave. In fact, I'm taking a group of children to go see Brave next week when it comes out.
I'm going to wait till the DVD. Not because I don't want to watch the movie, but because I don't like that. Because the kids I usually get in my movies, let's just say I'm always the most unlucky person when it comes to watching a kids movie with kids in it.
Well, you probably shouldn't go in nothing but a trench coat.
What?
Brave is entertaining. I can tell you that much. Not one of the best Pixar movies, but it's likable. But I saw
It's
Ted
better than Cars 2.
Oh, yeah. Everything's better than Cars 2.
Is it better than A Bug's Life?
Yeah.
Is it better than Monsters, Inc.?
I can't say yes or no on that. I'm gonna let people decide on their own on that one.
Yeah. That's
because I still say that the best Pixar film for me is WALL-E. But then again, that just might be because I was so enthralled with the post-apocalyptic imagery of Earth.
I was enthralled with the detail and the imagery.
I just liked the way they took the post-apocalyptic story, and also made it to a very interesting and very well made environmental film at the same time. I did like a lot of these.
And any movie that has Fred Willard, I mean, it's just gonna be win.
That's true.
Well, the
guy makes me actually want to shop at Old Navy. I mean, that's talent.
That is most definitely talent.
I got one more question I got to ask you about, if you've never watched. Kung Fu Panda. Have you been watching that TV show?
Oh, I haven't watched it.
I think I accidentally changed the channel and caught it once.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of high when I did it, so I don't know if I was actually watching it or if I was imagining it.
They seem to repeat the same episodes, but from what I've seen, it's pretty good for a TV show.
Because I just barely saw Kung Fu Panda 2 like about 3 weeks ago, and I just loved that.
Yeah. I just watched it last week. I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I might watch the animated series. I might.
Now, does it say what exactly, if any, continuation takes place? Like, where does this take place between the movies or anything?
No, it's just, pose the Dragon Warrior, and he spent a lot of his time at the temple, and different episodes he's with different people in the Furious Five or Master Shifu, and he still lives at home with his father, and he helps out with the kitchen, and he has to protect the Village of Peace, and the villains are kooky that show up every week. There's always some special weapon that used to belong to some supermaster that they got to protect or find or get back, and it's formulaic, but it works. Got henchmen made out of mostly crocodiles, and they're not that bright. And
are there any of the original voice actors from the films still doing
only
voices?
Lucy Liu?
Really?
That's of course, Lucy Liu. So yeah, they not do anymore.
Yeah, Charlie's Angels ain't going anywhere. Full Throttle came with a full stop.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she couldn't get no work.
I'm not saying that. I just think she just has had a lot of work. Is my point.
And then her character doesn't show up.
And really, they couldn't get Jack Black?
No, but they got a guy that sounds like Jack Black. You really can't tell.
No Seth Rogen, no David Cross.
No.
Obviously, no Angelina Jolie.
Jack Black, the guy that does Poe, sounds like Jack Black. The guy that does Shifu sounds like, Manners doesn't sound like
Dustin
Seth
Hoffman.
Rogen. Manners doesn't sound like Seth Rogen. Guy playing Monkey sounds like Jackie Chan, but with a better accent.
Well, of course.
Is it the same guy that did the voice of Jackie Chan and Jackie Chan Adventures?
I don't know. It's possible.
That's the thing. A lot of
I kind of liked that show for the first couple seasons, but then it just kind of got repetitive.
Tigress is similar to Angelina Jolie, just doesn't have. There's something missing in the deepness of the voice.
Right.
And then, And then, the other guy who does Crane doesn't sound like David Cross, but he sounds good for Crane. Now, I'm going to end the show, because we're at the end. Folks, when you thought the show was good or bad, if you want the show to continue, there is a donate button. Whatever you can donate will help keep the show in the air. We got 3 weeks to decide whether you want the show to go on or not. If not, I will go back.
Otherwise, I'm going to hold you all at gunpoint and make you empty out your pockets so the show will go on.
I will go back to having fun on Fridays and having a life and getting drunk at open bars and
open gay bars, because he's not afraid of being associated with gays.
Meeting people.
Especially with Danny Tatum.
Meeting women and getting drinks thrown in my face. And
well, not just